Hi, welcome to this third iteration of using 3D photogrammetry to get 3D objects from the world around you by using pictures. The first two lessons I talked about 123D Catch and Mesh Mixer, and I'm going to do that again, but now with a little bit more detail. And every time I talk about these subjects, I try to do an original video, in the sense that I tell you something I know that I didn't explain in the lessons before. So the repetition is there, but it's not that awkward like learning words from a different language. That's really awful to do, so I try to keep it interesting. Okay, this is Autodesk 123D Catch. Create a new capture. I can do that. Just select the pictures and then press open. I'll do that now, and then you can press create project, but it takes about 10 minutes to do that, so I won't do that. So I'll just go back to there's another option here, add more photos. So if you got 90 photos selected, so I made this model using 19 photos. The tool itself advises you to take about 50 to 70 photos of the object, and I didn't do that. I just used 19, and so to get a better image result, it's best to use more photos, like I said, 50 to 70. But it also will take a lot of time to get the project scanned. So you can also press add more photos. You can add extra photos here as well. I'll just will be going back, open an existing capture, and this is what you get after you load an image. After you did the upload to the server of for Autodesk, and all the photos create this object here. You see a lot of stuff around that object that's not needed. I'm going to delete it using the rectangle select tool. Like I said before, delete, or I can select it and press the delete key on the keyboard. Bam, bam. So just some cleanup here. Clean up again. And the middle mouse button is used a lot. So you can zoom in and out. You can press it and then pan, or you can shift press it and then rotate. So what you have here. So now we have the scene properly cut. You can also do this in this tool here. So you can cut pieces, and because you can also do this in Mesh Mixer, but I tend to use Mesh Mixer for the more detailed work, and this tool here you can use for the rough cutting of the material. Oh, I did something wrong there. Here we go. Bam. Okay. So now we have our little cut out. Okay, animation. I want to talk to you a bit about animation for this tool, because there's a key here. You can animation path. You can create a default animation path, or you can start your own animation, and it does that by using keyframes. And the way it works is just like this. I click the first picture and create frame, and then I'll pick the picture, I don't know, 4, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Add another keyframe, and I'll just press play. And now you see what it does. It makes it creates an animation based upon those keyframes, and it'll position itself. It'll position the camera in such a way. Here you have the camera position, from there to there. So it transfers from there to there. You can delete it, delete the keyframe, and you can also do you can also delete all keys, all keyframes here, and then I press this cog here. Bam, and now it uses all the pictures. And you can see the path it generates. So now it does this. So, and this is a video of the object. And as you can see, I cut a bit too much out of, oh no, the tail is not, we need to fix the tail of the dino. So the dino is here, it has its tail, yeah, this piece is not there. So we could fix it, and we probably will in our in Mesh Mixer. So I'm gonna stop it. I said stop. It doesn't stop. Really, stop. I want you to oh, escape is stop. All right. So this is the path it takes, and then yeah. All right. So let's export capture as. I'm gonna leave the file as default and then use obj. Dino capture file workshop 2 obj. There was already one, so I'll just overwrite it. You can also do the video, the animation you do here. You can press the YouTube link and then press use your account name and password, title and description, and then publish. Once you do so, it'll be present in your YouTube channel. Hooray! And I talked about this. This is wireframe. This is wireframe including texture, and this is texture only. So just to be explicit about this, this is only the wireframe and texture and texture. And you have different yeah, you can select different pieces here. The grid. Now there's a grid and labels. If there are labels, no. Anyway, and the rest you don't really use that much. So I've also have this head here, Albert Einstein. Why not? We'll try and load it. Do you want to save the changes? No. So I'm gonna load the project file for Albert Einstein, and let's see how that works out. Okay, so it's rotated a little, not a little, a lot. In order to get this rotation properly, you need to press this symbol here, and now you can rotate it like that. So, and as you can see, if you look at the path, all these pictures, here it says double click to stitch. It needs to stitch, so there's an error here. You need to manually stitch these images because this is the repair mechanism you can use to get faults out of the system, and these images are faulty. So what you can do is remove the photo like that, and then remove the photo like that. You can also try stitching, and it says select images on the right that share a common point with the image above. So e.g. corner, window, logo. So what image shares the same features? That's probably this one here. Point matched, it doesn't work. Suggest points. No, it doesn't match. So there are some images here that do not compute, so to speak, but it did a proper job of the mesh here at the back. There were no pictures there, so you wouldn't see those. So yeah, this is a way of loading other people's images. So you can browse around and play around with that. And because once you have cut out stuff like this, now yeah, there we go. It has a lot of triangles, so this object has more faces than my computer can handle. So you can also do this file, export capture as, and you can export Albert Einstein as an OBJ. Why not do that? So why not project Albert Einstein's head onto our little dino. Why not? It's possible, so why not do that? So in order to make this work, yeah, it's busy. All right. Okay. Doesn't work like that. Okay. Now you see what I'm doing. I'm trying to get all these pieces that don't belong there. Trying to. Okay, just save this, export as, and then Albert Einstein sculpture. I'm gonna put it inside my. Where is it? Lab Dino. Just put it in there. Albert Einstein.obj. Bam. Okay, obj. Press OK to export it. And we're gonna see how we can manage inside Mesh Mixer. Yes, I've got the Autodesk Mesh Mixer open. I'm gonna press import and go to Dino Capture File Workshop 2. Alright, as you can see here, it imported and I forgot a piece inside my 123D catch, but I can do this, select, and then circle that one and press delete. So now we have that taken care of. So let me just do that for these parts as well. Delete. Alright, if it doesn't show this texture, go to shaders and put this globe thing, see the plus sign, put it on the texture, on the object, and then it'll texture properly. So okay, I need to do something about the orientation. Edit, transform, and let me see, like that, 90 degrees. It says so here. And if you hover over these tabs, it'll do it in increments of 5 degrees. And outside, you can do whatever you want, but like that. Now it's exactly 90 degrees. I can put it up like that, and I press accept. All right. So now select. I can have brush or lasso select. It's now on brush select with a very large brush. I don't want the size of the brush. I want this to be like that. So we can do this and press delete, or we can do this and go to edit, discard, X. So there are different ways of doing this. You can press mark it and then press the delete key on the keyboard, or X on the keyboard. And what I want to show you is that if you want to get rid of the piece of paper, you have to dig in. It's now on, you can put it on lasso, and then you can do stuff like that, and then X, and like that, and X. You can also, if you continue like that, you'll have your whole shape here. And now I want to focus a bit on the fact that this model is not complete. So you've got his hands. Let me focus in. Here's one hand and an arm, and here's the other arm. It's not. That doesn't look that great, and we've got a problem here. It's open. You can see here it's a piece of geometry that's open, and we need to fix that. So suppose I did all that and cut out his feet. What I can do then is go to edit and then make solid, and then it'll just create everywhere it's open, it'll create the solid. And thing is that now it's if you want to do this for 3D printing jobs, then this will be probably nice, but now you lost the texture. So I can press Ctrl Z, Ctrl Z, Ctrl Z. Come on. Here we go. So let's do that again. Clear selection. I want this piece. Select. I want this piece to be added, erased and filled. Okay, now I want no, I want it to be cut. So let me select again. Select. Now it just takes that as well. No, that's not what I want. Select. Select. It's a bit of a hassle. Edit and then erase and fill. And now it should close it. Yeah, it's closed. But there's still this. Okay, then this shows what it was, and you can press accept, and then it'll do yes. So now I've got it closed, and these arms here, I want to change that. Yes. Sometimes it's difficult to get to the position you want, and I'm going to press sculpt. I'm going to go to brushes, and this first one, drag here. I'm gonna do the size to a bit. Nah, that's too much, too less. I'm gonna give it an artificial arm like that. Here we go. All right, and what I also can do, I'm gonna show you how you can do that, is, come on, oh, I'm gonna use the select here, and then go to edit, erase and fill, and then accept. Okay, I can go to mesh mixer here. I can go to primitives and heads. So why not do a camel head on there? Okay, and the fun thing about this piece of tooling is that you can just press this little thing here, and you can put it where you want. So this is the displacement circle. You can also scale it as big as you want. That's this arrow here. And if you want to rotate it, you press this little circle here. And now you can tilt it and rotate it and tilt it again. So you can play around with these settings until they are the way you like it to be, like that. All right. The arrows here, we're going to fix those. I'm going to press accept, and then I'm going to go into sculpt, brushes, and I'm going to do the inflate. So I'm going to have him make a piece of a color. So if you then rub over the area you want fixed, there we go. Okay, I can also do other things like splices. I can give him a few splices here. It's called a splice. Oh. Come on. Now I'm going to undo that. Ctrl Z. Rotate. Here we go. Let's do a splice here. Hey, what brush do they have? Okay, I got the splice brush. This is a great way of playing around, checking all these brushes, what they do. And we're just gonna make an alien thing, and just showing you can also flatten stuff. Just make the size bigger. Oh, that's too big. And you can flatten. It's like virtual clay. You can play it, yeah, like it's like virtual clay. All right. So once we've done that, I'm gonna press escape. It does seem a little bit, yeah, strange. It's a strange creature, but I try to teach you how to use this, because this then can be export as an OBJ. Yes, as another OBJ, including textures, and you can either print it at a printer, 3D printer, or you can do other stuff with it. For instance, import in Blender and then make an animation with it or something else like that. So yeah, that's what I wanted to teach you about 123D Catch and 123D, I mean Autodesk Mesh Mixer. So you can create your 3D objects perfectly with 123D Catch, and then you can do the special stuff afterwards using Mesh Mixer. So you can add it to your heart's content. I just figured out how to do stuff. Yeah, I just showed you how you can do silly stuff like that. But if you have a project inside your head and you'd like to implement it, I suggest you go for it. And in the process, you'll be learning how Mesh Mixer works as well. All right, I hope you enjoyed this third part of this tutorial series, and I'll yeah, see you at another tutorial.